Let's talk about music.
Fishwax. Fishwax show.
So I apologize for what just happened. If you were
Never
still
apologize
watching
for that. It's epic.
We're gonna talk about, or we're gonna just kind of throw out our first album and then just talk about music from there. Kind of music we liked, how it affected our friendship and that kind of stuff like that.
Absolutely. But speaking of great music, how about our... Wait, we don't have a music sponsor, do we?
No, get our rap album on Spotify. Fish Raps.
Don't do that. That'd be horrible.
Can also buy them at KFC. We'll do a sponsor next time.
All right, they're fine. They're
Somebody be our sponsor. Give us some money.
yeah, we need a music sponsor. Anyway, so we've told our story before. We sophomore year of high school is when we became friends, and definitely music was one of the things we first bonded over. Mm-hmm. I think, did I tell the tale of Zeppelin in English class?
Yeah.
So that was the first moment.
So that makes sense because the first album I ever bought, and I don't mean like a record because we're not that old. It was a CD, a compact.
You didn't get a tape?
Compact? No, I bought a compact disc.
Okay.
I made plenty of mixed.
You made tapes, yes.
When I would mow the yard, I'd have my mixtape jamming.
Of course, you want to listen to the lawnmower for an hour.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin 4 was the first CD I ever bought.
When the levee breaks. Oh my gosh. Considered by many to be the greatest album in rock history.
Pretty good. Yeah.
It's pretty good. Is it the best Zeppelin album?
I don't know. We'll talk about that another show.
Okay.
So do you want to name your first album?
The first... Okay, I don't know. I might have had a couple tapes. I don't recall. The first album I actually remember going and buying at Hills in Bristol was Bush.
Oh, okay.
Their first album.
16 Stone?
Yes. Very good. Thank you, sir. There might have been others around that same point in time. But that's the first time I remember going. Foo Fighters' first album was closely thereabouts.
But I know we're not doing second albums, but I'm going to tell you mine.
Okay.
Because it's a little weird. It was Billy Joel.
Oh.
When what is that? What is it? I don't even remember the song. In the Middle of the Night.
Oh,
remember that song?
Billy Joel.
When that one
came
Piano
out? Man. Whatever album that one was on.
In the middle of the night. Yeah, when that song came out, everybody's like, that's cool. Or like some people.
And you listened.
But
you bought it.
Led Zeppelin 4 got a lot more play with me.
Obviously.
But then, we had our own musical deals, and then we kind of came together on this one band.
Absolutely.
And I remember the first time I heard it was you and me and some other people went to see some movie or something.
Yes.
I don't even remember the movie. But then you were giving me a ride home, and we got in the Big Red Machine, which we discussed for your first truck. And the song came on the radio, and you were like, oh, man, it's awesome. I don't remember if you said, this is Pearl Jam, or this is Even Flow, or whatever, and I was listening. I was like, see, at that point, I was like, if it's not 60s or 70s music, it's junk. Because I was all, Led
You were that,
yeah,
a bit of a music snob back then.
And then I was like, this sounds pretty cool. The only word I can understand is even flow.
Even flow.
Yeah, I thought the lyrics were something like, even flow. Even flow.
I've Adam Sandler made that exact joke, but yes. Which was that whole 10 was full of.
Yeah.
Can't understand any of it.
Yeah. But later on, when I learned the words, it's like, not as cool. I liked it better when it was just, even flow. I don't know what you're saying. But anyway, we
definitely bonded over Pearl Jam.
We got into Pearl Jam and went to see him a couple times.
Got a little too into Pearl Jam.
Yeah,
but
we were dorks.
That's okay. That was our big senior trip. A lot of seniors, they'll go to the beach and all that fun stuff. No, we packed up. Did we take the truck down there?
We took the Big Red Machine.
How did it make it? we took the trip down to Charlotte, about 3.5 hours, give or take. Probably 4 in the truck. But
it was called, at that time, the Alltel Pavilion.
Was it?
I think.
I thought that was Blockbuster at that
Alltel,
point.
was it?
I think so.
One time it was the Alltel Pavilion.
Yeah, it's been.
Alltel doesn't exist anymore, right?
No, neither does Blockbuster. So it is now PNC Amphitheater in Concord. But yeah,
it was a cool venue because the stage was covered, the seats were covered, but then there's like a hill behind it, which is grassy, where you can sit in the grass.
Well, we didn't go in the lawn.
We weren't on the grass.
No,
we were way up front, like 5th row or 7th row, something
because
like
you joined the club and you could get access to the. We're like, we're going to do this.
That was why we joined the Pearl Jam fan club to get up front, and we got up front. It was like 5th or 7th row, something.
And it was in August, I believe.
Was it?
It was hot,
super hot outside, sweating like crazy, being idiots, and
Eddie Vedder sweated on us. It was amazing.
Did he sweat on us? But
he shook his hair.
So close, we probably got some sweat. Yeah, whatever. But so, if you know anything about Pearl Jam, they do an encore almost every show, unless they
at
just
least one. You. Yeah,
and sometimes they'll do 2 if you're a really good audience.
Super show.
So they do the show, then they leave, and a couple of people are like, "Oh, encore maybe," and I'm like, "Yeah, they always do an encore.
Just cheer."
So then they come back out.
Yeah,
and then they leave again, and then people start leaving, and we're like,
"Of course,
no way, man! No. They're doing another one. They haven't played Yellow That Better yet."
Which, if you are a super Pearl Jam fan, that's how they end the show.
Usually, not always.
Not always, but mostly.
Yeah. If they hate you, they don't play Yellow That Better.
No, exactly.
But anyway, they come back out, and I don't know how much of this you remember, but Eddie Vedder's right there, so close, he can see us and everything. And he looks at me, and here's how it happened in my brain.
This is exactly how it happened.
Really. He looks at me, and I was like,
your soul's connected,
like the sign for yellow or something yellow, and then he looked at me and kind of gave me this. He's up there being Uncle, and he's like,
"Yeah,
you want to Yellow That
Better?
You want you." They're like, "Yeah, Yellow That Better." And then they played it.
And that's it.
2 songs later.
They weren't going to play it until that moment.
So, Charlotte area people that were at that show, you're welcome. I got him to play Yellow That Better.
They had talked about it during the second break, and they were like, "Guys, I don't know if we're going to play it or not."
Yeah. Somebody's got to give me the sign, or we're not playing it. That's what Eddie said. Somebody's got to give me the sign.
Is this not Surf's Up, dude?
It's Hang Loose.
It's Hang Loose. Oh.
Hang loose and play Yellow That Better. That's what it means.
Amazing concert. We'll never forget it.
Yeah. And Eddie, if you're watching and you remember that, comment below.
I don't think he was watching.
You remember that? I had hair then. So I look a little different, Eddie.
So that was 1999?
I think
or
so.
98?
98, 99, somewhere in there.
And so then we go back in 2001 or 2002 for the Riot Act show. And what's cool about that was they put out all the CDs for that tour, didn't they?
The first one's when we had the CD of it.
Was it the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, whichever one it was. Then
I've got it. I still have it.
You still have not a bootleg.
No, it was an actual Pearl Jam. They made a CD of every concert they had.
Like hundreds of tours.
Yeah.
They made CDs. So yeah, we have that. I need to borrow that sometime if it still works.
It still works.
So that's our infinite story about Pearl Jam. Are you just... So I've kind of went off the Pearl Jam.
I'm all Megadeth now. Little detour.
That's a bit extreme, but yeah, I'm not quite the big fan that I used to be. But that is what brought us together, so it has a special place. Comment below, what was your first CD, or if you're a little older, what was your first record? Or if you're don't even know what a CD is, what was your first MP3 that you paid money for? I guess on iTunes, you know. Not the first one you got by other means, but legal purchase.
Legal.
Yes. Comment below, give us a like, subscribe, and what's our terms and conditions on this?
We've got something a little special for you. I almost forgot about it. In fact, I did, but
you
James
did forget
it. We have 3 Fishwax keychains we're going to give away. We got the picture up here right now for you. That's what they look like, and we want to give them to you. Free. We want to mail it to you.
We don't want them.
To our fans. So here's what you need to do. You need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You need to share at least 3 of our videos. You need to mail us your blood type, your bank account number. No, I'm just kidding. Like Like, subscribe, share. Subscribe to our YouTube. Let's cover this finally.
Do we need a flow chart?
Share at least 3 of our videos and invite your friends to like us, subscribe to us on YouTube. That's
Should
it.
you meet those very stringent parameters,
Yes.
you shall be
will be eligible for a keychain. There'll be 3 given away, so do it. We want to give them to you, our fans.
Absolutely. Do all that stuff. Like us.
There's at least 3 of you, right?
My wife, your wife, my mom.
Okay.
Thanks. It's in the mail. See you guys next time. Fishwax Show.